Hello, hello, hello. What's happening, everybody? MCOC Droid does back again for another video on Marvel Contest of Champions. Well, kind of I don't want to say I told you so, because it was pretty much, we all pretty much expected this, but, we have one more week left of the Fury Recon Initiative in terms of week 4 coming up this Wednesday. There'll be, of course, the extra week afterwards for everybody to finish up if you haven't already and what have you. So there is still, another week of like the login calendar and what have you. And again, one more week of the quests that'll start on Wednesday. However, we all kind of assumed that similar to, like Infinity Dust in the past, Rocket's Junkyard, stuff like that, where they have these special side quests with their own special currency, that there would be some deals involved in these somehow. And sure enough, Intel is in fact added to daily specials starting today, just for this 1 week. So running today all the way through Sunday. As you can see right here in the daily special, there is 100 Intel added into it, which is the $5 special. And then if you are uncollected, you are also given access, of course, to the Grandmaster daily special. And so that also has 100 Intel added to it. So that is the potential of 1,400 Intel if you were to buy all of the daily deals if you're uncollected. And again, you buy both of them every day for 7 days, which would be $70 at least US. So that's, a little pricey, but you're of course getting all the other stuff too. And I want to actually talk about that. Take a quick break from talking about Intel to talk about the Grandmaster daily deal. So in case you missed it, recently Kabam upped the drop rates on feature Grandmaster crystals, the regular Grandmaster crystals, etc., particularly for the 5-star drop rates. A regular featured Grandmaster crystal, which I know sounds like an odd way to describe it, but a run-of-the-mill feature Grandmaster crystal now has a 5% chance to drop a 5-star champion, any 5-star champion. And so that got updated. The regular Grandmaster crystal got updated, but these daily ones didn't. And, we all just sort of chalked it up to, it's a special crystal. You're picking an individual class rather than all of the champions that are available. It's less than half of the price of a regular feature Grandmaster crystal, and you're getting all the other stuff, the frags and the 5-star shards and stuff like that. So, those drop rates didn't get increased to match the others, but again, it was fine, just simply because, again, this is a $5 deal, so for 135 units, you're getting, all the normal stuff. Well, as you saw there, lo and behold, they did, in fact, up these drop rates as well, so now there's a 5% chance of getting a 5-star from one of those. Going back to the message, as it says here, it is a permanent update. It is not just for this week, so every week now, well, every day now moving forward, for these daily, the Grandmaster daily deals, the feature Grandmaster crystal now has the increased drop rate, which I thought was a nice touch. Again, nothing major or game changing or anything, but it's a nice touch. So to recap, again, you can get 100 Intel from the daily special, so that's open to everybody. And then if you're uncollected, there's the Grandmaster daily special. There's another 100 Intel there. So, well, actually, let me talk about Sunday. So Sunday, same deal, daily special, Grandmaster daily special. There's 100 Intel in each of those. But as you can see right here, for the daily special, they're dropping in a Goose crystal, which is the Captain Marvel featured premium hero crystal. And then for the Grandmaster Daily Special, they're adding one of the Star Force crystals, which is her featured Grandmaster crystal. I'm guessing just because, tie in Captain Marvel as well, but also, for Sunday, they are generic deals. They are not class specific, so they don't have crystals added to them. So that's just another nice little bonus they're adding there. So let's recap all of this and let's talk some math. Let me get that text out of the way so that I can bring this text back up. So if you recall from my breakdown video where I was going over, what I thought were the values of everything in the Intel store, and if you haven't watched it, that's popping up in the corner right now. Check it out. As they announced in the initial forum post, they were revolving around the 5-star Awakening gem. And as you can see here, they mentioned the crystal costs 5,000 Intel, and it's only possible to get 5,740 Intel, and here's the key phrase, from normal play. And so again, if you watch that video, I had already speculated, like, okay, so if they're saying normal play, there's probably going to be some deals, and sure enough, there is. So what I was also talking about in that video, and let me get that out of the way for the second and pull up the Intel store. What I was already talking about in that video is that the 5-star Awakening Gem Crystal, as it just pointed out, is 5,000 Intel. And it does have, it does take the majority of your Intel to spend it. You're only left with 740. Now, you can obviously still get some stuff with 740 if you, again, 100% all 5 difficulties. You're logging in every single day, so you get every single piece of Intel possible, again, through normal play, to steal their phrase. So again, you have about 700, you have exactly 740 left over. So you could get like some 5-star shards. You could get, what are a couple examples? Like a tier 4 basic and some tier 2 alpha frags, whatever combination you wanted to do. But as I was pointing out, based on what you're looking for, if you wanted the 5-star AG crystal, that does limit you in a number of ways. So like the example I was thinking of is, well, I wanted to get 5-star Awakening Gem Crystal and all of the tier 2 alpha frags, because all of that combined adds up to one fully formed tier 2 alpha. Well, that all combined, if you get the 18,000 once, if you get the 7,200 once, and if you get the 3,600 3 times, adds up to an even 1,000 Intel. Well, if you do that, and you do the Awakening Gem Crystal, that's 6,000 Intel. So you can't do both. So that's why, the 5-star AG crystal is obviously the big gamble. With these deals, and again, unfortunately, it's obviously not for units, it is for cash. And yes, you're not only getting the 100 Intel, you're obviously getting all that other stuff I was talking about. Like for the Grandmaster deal, you get the crystal, you get the catalyst frags, the basic frags, the tier 2 alpha frags, the 5-star shards. Again, nothing huge, but it's all obviously built into the price. But now you're also getting this Intel. So in theory, you could buy these deals 3 times total throughout the week. And again, you could just stick with the regular daily specials if you wanted, or if you're not uncollected, but still able to get through all of the Nick Fury event. You could buy, 3 of these total for 300 extra Intel for $15 total. And that would get you over the 6,000 mark, so that you could get the AG crystal and you could get the fully formed tier 2 alpha. You'd have a tiny bit left over. I don't really know what you would pick at that point. Nothing really useful, but the point is that it is possible. Again, you do have to spend money. So for those of you who are free to play, then that option is off the table. But again, it does increase the max. So if I bring this back up again, as they mentioned, 5740 is if you 100%, all 5 difficulties for all 4 weeks, you log in every single day. If you were to buy all of these specials, if you're uncollected, you buy both specials every single day, today through Sunday, that would be an additional 1,400 Intel for a grand total of 7,140. So 7,140 Intel. Now, what can you do with that? Well, again, that gets you the AG crystal. That gets you all of the tier 2 alpha frags. That's a grand total of 6,000, which means you're still left with a little over 1,100. So you could now buy 2 additional tier 4 basics. That leaves you with another 300. So maybe you need some tier 1 alphas. You can get a few of those. You could get, the very minimum of the 5-star shards if you wanted to. Or you could skip one of the tier 4 basics and get a 4-star Awakening Gem Crystal in there if you really wanted to. The combinations obviously are not endless, but there are many of them. But the point is, if you were to do that, again, the grand total max now, if you spend and get all the daily deals, is 7,140. So take that into account. Again, there's obviously only a few hours left today, so by the time you see this, it may already be Tuesday or something, and you would have missed out on the first day. But the options are there. Like I said, I'll pretty much buy, at least maybe 3 of the Grandmaster daily ones, just so I can get over that 6,000 hub. and or 6,000 mark, I guess. I don't know why I said hub. And that way that would guarantee getting the AG crystal and getting the tier 2 alpha. I was kind of on the fence and I was leaning towards just totally skipping the awakening gem crystal. But now that the option is there for a little bit more flexibility, I'm pretty much locked into getting it. So anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this breakdown. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it informative. Again, just remember, these deals are cash. So, take it with a grain of salt. If you don't want to spend, you don't want to spend. But it's not a bad deal. And again, it was nice that they did decide to up the drop rates to match the regular feature Grandmaster crystals on a permanent basis moving forward, not just for this week. So again, nothing major, but it's a nice touch. Anyway, I will actually wrap it up this time. So thank you for watching. Smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. 3 buttons in a row, all of which really help me out. Thank you one more time for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.